Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News with some latest events in the province. And now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the proposals of the Department of Information and Communication to the survey delegation of the Bronx People Council at the meeting on August 29 on medium-term public investment in the period of 2021-2025, Ministry and central branches need to strengthen the implementation of the using and sharing data to localities in order to serve the implementation of e-governance toward digital transformation.
Leaders of the Department of Information and Communication said that in the period of 2021-2025, it is assigned to implement 9 projects from public investment capital with a total investment of over 162 billion Vietnam dong. In 2021 and the first 6 months of 2022, the unit has dispersed to ensure the progress of the assigned capital plan. A number of projects have been completed and put into use so far, and have brought high efficiency in increasing the application of information technology and building e-government towards digital transformation in the province. Speaking at the meeting, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Phong, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Council, emphasized that putting into operation the National Population Database and Citizen Identification Database is an important highlight and step in the process of reforming national governance towards modernity. For the proposal and recommendation of the Department of Information and Communications, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Phong suggested that, which contents are under the jurisdiction of the province, the department needs to have specific evaluation and suggestions to coordinate with departments and branches to remove difficulties and obstacles in implementation of the effectiveness of the project of operating and supplementing information technology equipment for administrative reform, building e-government and digital government for provincial departments and branches, people's committees of districts and communes to promote effective public investment.
During a meeting with the Management Board of Urban Development Project along the Mekong Sub-Regional Corridor on medium-term public investment in the 2021-2025 period, the survey delegation of the Bronx People Council suggested that the unit should increase strengthen the inspection, supervision, maintenance, and warranty of the investment work and project. Some delay and prolonged construction projects need to be finished soon to be put into use.
The urban development project along the expanded Mekong Sub-Region Corridor in Bến Cầu District includes 6 works: mobile urban transport system, construction of a mobile urban water supply system, construction of a wastewater treatment plant, and a network of urban pipelines in mobile urban waste collection and classification facility, An Thạnh Phước Chỉ Road wastewater collection system in Bến Cầu Thảo. The total investment of the project is over 46 million US dollar, equivalent to more than 946 billion Vietnam dong. By June 30, 2022, 3 projects were completed and put into use. 2 completed projects are waiting to be handed over and put into operation. Currently, the construction of the wastewater collection system in Bến Cầu Thảo is still behind the construction schedule because the site work is not far enough away to carry out. The design has to be changed to adjust some of the level 1 collection pipelines under roadway, taking time to wait for changes and approval procedures.
Continuing the program with all the news, the audience coordinating with units and locality to focus on compensation for site clearance and constructions of the project on schedule in the suggestion of the survey delegation of the Bronx People Council that the Management Board of Transport Sector Construction Investment Project needs to implement effectively in the coming time.
At the meeting with the People's Council Survey Delegation in the morning of August 29, the Management Board of Construction Investment Project of the Ninh Province said that in the period of 2021-2025, the unit is assigned to be the investor of 14 projects, including 7 transitional projects from 2016-2020 period, 7 new construction projects. Up to now, 3 projects have been completed and put into use. 10 works construction projects are guaranteed on schedule, 1 project is behind schedule. The site clearance is still slower than planned. The management board said the main reason is due to the less volume of site clearance and the low rate of human resources for the district landfill development center compared to the workload. And at the same time, some households do not agree with the policy of the state, delay handing over the site. The resettlement arrangement is still slow and facing many procedural difficulties. The preparation, appraisal, and approval of environmental impact assessment and estimate documents still face many difficulties because there are currently no specific guiding documents issued by competent authorities on how to determine the volume, quantity versus rate. Facing the current increase in prices of fuel and materials, the government is proposed to consider promulgating a policy to compensate for material prices. The Provincial Appeals Committee considers and assigns the Department of Natural Resources and Environment to assume the prime responsibility for and apprise the cost estimate for environmental impact assessment. The localities will soon carry out the work of compensation and site clearance to hand over the construction unit and complete the work according to the schedule. Implementing the strategy for sustainable agriculture and rural development for the period of 2021-2030 with a vision to 2050, TayNinhTV Province focuses on directing the implementation of 11 groups of solutions to strive to turn TayNinhTV into a province with an advanced and environmentally friendly agricultural sector. The group includes propaganda, education, and renewing thinking, unifying awareness and action, renovating production and business organization, perfecting production relations, improving the quality of vocational training, the level and efficiency of research application, transfer of science, technology, and innovation, developing domestic and foreign markets to ensure stable output for agricultural products, construction and completion of infrastructure, renewing and improving the capacity, effectiveness, and efficiency of state management, promoting digital transformation in agricultural and rural areas, proactively adapt to climate change, manage risk, international integration and cooperation, and implement a number of breakthrough mechanisms and policies, monitoring and evaluating implementation results to serve as a basis for policy making and management in the agricultural sector. In order to ensure food safety during the Mid-Autumn Festival on August 29, the interdisciplinary inspection team of food hygiene and safety in TayNinhTV conducted a food safety inspection for production and processing facilities, trading in food and drink, street food in the city. On the first day, the delegation conducted a food safety inspection at facilities including Lợi K facility, Trang K facility, Suri K facility in the area of Worry. Routine inspection on establishments have business registration certificates and food safety commitment, have updated food safety knowledge, conditions of facilities and equipment to meet the requirements of food production and business activities, and the source of processed water meeting the prescribed standards. However, at the same time of inspection, these establishments could not present invoice and vouchers for input materials of foods and colors. Their processing area is not neat and clean. The trash can does not have a lid. The processing staff has performed regular health checks. The inspection delegation made a record and asked the establishment owners to make a commitment in order to overcome the shortcomings and well observe the regulations on food safety to ensure the health of consumers. From now until the Mid-Autumn Festival, the city's interdisciplinary inspection team of food hygiene and safety will continue to check the compliance with food safety for food production, processing, trading and importing food, trading food, street food in the area, especially food items that are used a lot during the Mid-Autumn Festival.
Ladies and gentlemen, this year, TayNinhTV has built many projects which relate to large public investment. It's expected that The completion of project will boost economic growth, but so far many projects have encountered difficulties due to lack of rival and shortfall leveling.
According to the Department of Construction, the whole province currently has 26 mining licenses, total reserves of 3.5 billion cubic meters of leveling land and reservoir of on-case. Key projects under construction in Trảng Bàng Tháo, Dum Dâu District, Gò Dầu District no longer have mining fields, particularly in Trảng Bàng Tháo. There is a landmine which is producing big risk, so it is very limited to self-leveling land. Now there are a few mines in Bến Cầu, Long Phước area. However, mine reserves under the license are still very small. At present, it is mainly concentrated in Châu Thành, Tân Biên. Some mines still have large reserve. Some investors believe that the scarcity of leveling land and reservoir is also the cause of the delay in the project progress and may cause the construction cost to go up. This is a note that needs to a quick release. However, according to the leader of the Department of Construction, in the construction investment projects, there is an assessment of the source of materials as item for the feasibility of the project. The lack of materials for construction needs to closely examine to determine whether or not the hoarding of goods increasing prices. If the location of the mine is included in the dossier by the contractor during the bidding process, it is currently still in production and the license is not how to sell for those projects, then measures will be taken. From a management perspective, the license to exploit minerals and materials for construction is granted by the Department of Natural Resources and Environment. If loosening and permitting is to open, there will be a state of intensive exploitation affecting the environment and resources will be exhausted. If tightened, it will make it difficult for projects. For this situation, the Provincial People's Committee assigned the Department of Natural Resources and Environment to take the lead and invite the following sectors: Department of Construction, Department of Industry and Trade, and investors of projects that have need to use minerals, to establish an inspection team on the exploitation of mineral deposits, soil, sandstone, and gravel in service of basic construction works in the province, check the number of licensed mines, the number of mines closed, the exploitation from the beginning of the year to the present, the current status of exploitation, clarify the mining output, the price issue. The time to report to the Provincial People's Committee is no later than September 15, 2022. Regarding the mechanism of management and exploitation of minerals to serve keywords and projects of the province to be deployed in the coming time, the Provincial People's Committee assigned the Department of Construction to urgently assume the right responsibility for and coordinate with the Department of Natural Resources and Environment, Department of Transport, and relevant units and localities to develop a scheme to balance supply and demand of materials for leveling and installation for key projects and works in the province, no later than September 2022 to report to the Provincial People's Committee.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.